Moving on now, could hundreds of tiny homes be the best option for homeless people in Spokane? Well, the nonprofit Jules Helping Hands thinks so. Now they're hoping city leaders will jump on board with the idea. Crime 2's Kyle Simchuk joining us now and has been looking into that proposal and how much it would cost. Kyle, what did you find out?
Well, Jules Helping Hands wants to replace all those tents off I-90 in Freya with about 126 tiny homes. Founder Julie Garcia told us why this option would cost around $11 million in the first year is better than opening a large indoor shelter space. The city of Spokane put out a call to nonprofits asking them to come up with a price and a plan to run a new 32,000 square foot emergency homeless shelter. Jules Helping Hands responded with a different idea. Instead of a big building, they're suggesting more than 120 tiny homes to replace all the tents you can see driving by on I-90.
All of them said the reason that they're in tents is it's a door to shut. It's their own private space. And pellet shelters have been successful in producing thriving communities and not such a terrible optic for the neighborhood that they're in.
People experiencing homelessness need a shelter that is better than a sidewalk and faster than the permanent solutions that can take months or even years to build.
Pallet shelters were created by a company in Western Washington. They have a 10-year lifespan and take just an hour to set up. The units are mold resistant, can be hooked up to air conditioning, and insulated up to -40 degrees. The 62 square feet can sleep 2 people.
Sleeping in a room with 500 other people is proven to not be successful. Even if you put 400 or 500 Boy Scouts in a room, eventually they're going to get on each other's nerves.
Jules estimates it would cost $11 million to fund the project during the first year, $1 million for the tiny homes and $10 million for staffing and social services that would be located on site. The property is owned by the Department of Transportation. WSDOT officials have made it clear they don't want the homeless camp here. But a spokesperson told us WSDOT is not going to put campers in a worse position by removing tents right now.
Driving in our city and seeing 150 tents on the side of the freeway is not an optic anybody wants to see, nor is it humane.
Garcia says the tiny homes would be more visually appealing, especially for families in the neighborhood. Garcia says volunteers continue to teach campers how to be good neighbors. And next week, the city of Spokane is expected to select an organization to run the new homeless shelter. Jules Helping Hands is confident they'll be selected even with the $11 million price tag. In the studio, Kyle Simchuk, Creme 2 News.